Welcome back to the Man Cave Workshop, and thank you so much for joining me again. Okay, moving on with this Roberts R747. Last video we took it out of the chassis, had a look at it, tried to find some information on it on the net, and there's nothing. I've been reading the comments, and I think it's a predecessor from the R900. So I did download the schematic from that, had a look at it, and there are quite some similarities there. But for this video, all we're doing is, again, reading the comments. I spoke to Graham and Mike, Racing Demon, mentioned, they both seem to say that, well, it's out of the chassis. There's a couple of critical cuts that might as well be done, and it's these three here. So I'm going to take this one out. I've tried to improve the lighting, and I'm not sure on the sound quality whether that will be the same. But if we can see there, it says, I think it's C52. This one, it's a 1000 UF cap. So we're going to take that out now and have a look at it, and then I'll just do the other two caps. We'll have a look at them as well. But I guess we'd like to see how rusty my soldering skills are from being inactive for so long. Now I'm going to do it, I'm going to look at this component here and then swizz the board around so I know it's them two there. So this cap must be these two here. And Roberts on this, I've had a look, and if you look, they have marked the board with positive and negative. Now we can't always trust that. So what I'm going to do is to just put a mark on this cap here, little scratch, and then I know when I pull it out it was orientated. Can you see that? Orientated that way. So we got the soldering iron warm. Did get some flux, so let's bit some solder paste. What I like to do is just put a little bit of flux on before we desolder. Just helps it along its way. I think so anyway. I might be totally wrong with that. I'm going to flip the board round. Hopefully, is it too shiny? Let me see what's going on. No, I've totally forgot which component it was. I think it's them two there. Yeah, it's right up against that chip. Let me see if I can get it in shot. See if I can get this a bit closer. Why the lighting's better. It's a vintage magnifying light. I'll probably show this another time because I did do a little bit of work on it. But it really is improving the light, I think. It's a proper old piece of equipment. I think it's one of them. I don't know if you've ever watched Salvage Hunters, but that Drew Pritchard, is it? He'd go mad for it. Okay, let's get you in here. Let's have a go at. Oh, it's too shiny, isn't it? That light. I wonder if I can tilt that light away a little bit. So can we see properly? I can't see properly now. Right, all it is desoldering these. What I'm faffing about, aren't I? Let's get on with it. Oh, I got a solder sucker, and we've got the trusty Antec soldering iron from Will. I think it was Will. Okay, let's get some heat on this. Oh, that solder went straight away. So there's one bit off, and the next one. Well, this one's proving a little bit more stubborn. Again, I'm really rusty at all this. Oh, is it going to come out? Have we got the? Oh God, is it not? No, is it going to come out solid? So I'm just going to see if I can just put a little bit of pressure on to get it. Oh, still loads of solder on there, isn't there? I'm going to get rid of some more of that. And the professionals in this trade make it look so easy. don't want to leave this iron on the board for too long because I don't want to damage the board, do we? There is solder coming off, I can see it. The stuff it's pulling out here, you can see that. There'll be a half-hour video on removing one capacitor. I used to do this in seconds. Oh, it still doesn't want to come. Okay, again, try to keep everything in shot so you can see what's going on. That doesn't want to come out at all. Why doesn't that want to come out? They look free then. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a load of... I don't know if you can see that down there. Let me get the light back on it. There's a load of gluey, gunky stuff down there. So I suppose we can just work it out. I thought I wasn't that bad at desoldering. It is literally stuck to the board with gluey, gunky stuff that Roberts have put on it. It's really, I can feel it. It is free of the... just have a look. It is free, isn't it? That one's moving. Oh, that one's not moving. Perhaps we need a little bit more. So, whoops, where's the camera? Yeah, so it's that gunky stuff on the other side. They've glued it on for some reason. Didn't see that. Okay, let's get a bit more heat on this. It's flowing. Oh, come on, man cave, get your act together. It's just one component. Get the damn thing out. So I did use, it's still not free, that is it? It's still stuck somewhere. I did used to have, and I did get lazy using it, but I so appreciated it that Chris, All the Gear, No Idea, I think it's a few years ago, he donated a desoldering station, and that just makes so light work of stuff like this. There we go, we're coming now. I just marked the board. Oh, it's glued on the other side though. Do you know, I always start off with all the best intentions of them in the world. I mean, ugh, it was glue. You can see the glue on it. As Roberts have stuck that down on the board. So let's see what is it again. We thought it was it's 1000 UF at 25 volts. If we look here, yeah, Roberts have actually marked the board with a plus and a negative for monkeys like me. I don't know, I'm going to clean that off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause now and get the meter out, and we'll test this guy, see what it reads. Right, okay, got the meter out. There's that cap. Let's put the meter somewhere you can see it, and give this a test. Right, negative to black. This is negative. Oh god, no, I've got it the wrong way around, haven't I? That's that one, and that one. I don't even know who it's made by, this cap. Let's give it a go. Oh, I should have switched this on first, shouldn't I? So it's reading 947, 948. Was there anything wrong with that cap? I haven't got an ESR measuring machine, so perhaps the ESR was out. So anyway, here's the new cap. Who are these made by? Let me have a look. These are made by Hitano. Who are these made by? Taikon. I was saying that wrong. Right, and remembering stuff like I said, I've not worked for ages. The negative is clearly marked on here, and it's the shorter lead. Longer ones are positive. Right, okay. Should we put a charge through it the wrong way, see if it goes bang, see how loud it goes. 982, so let's go with that one. What I'll do, I'll get these caps done. There's no point in seeing me struggle with the other, so I'm going to pull these out as well. Get as I do it, as I pull them out, I will stick them on the meter, give them a test, see what they are. Which way does this one go? It goes positive that way, negative that way. Let's put it in. I'm going to leave that gunk on there. It's a lot smaller, this cap. And then, oh go on, I'll just film that, solder it back in, might as well. Have I got it the right way? Let's double check. Cut twice, measure once and all that. Is that minus? Yeah, that's minus. Is that a plus sign on the board? Yes, it is. Let's pop it in. I had it in before, yeah, I don't want to go in now. There we go. That's in. What I like to do, I like to bend the legs a little bit, not too much. Let's get some flux on there. Or electrical paste. Get a little brush with these, it's quite cool. I used to have the syringe type flux, but I just wanted something quick, and that was the fastest delivery. I've got some solder here. This is core wire 0.8mm solder. So let's get this one soldered in. Again, using this lovely Antex soldering iron. So as always, heat up the work, add the solder, get a good huff of the solder, make sure you breathe it all in, because it's very, very bad for you. Make sure it flows nice. You don't want what's called a cold solder joint. You want it to be flowing really, really nice. Let's spend as much time as we can near that chip. Obviously, don't do that. Get some side snips. Burn your fingers on the excess and cut it off nice and neat. And then get some isopropanol, which I haven't got, and clean the board to make it nice and neat. So there we go. That one's in. I'll crack on with the others, and we'll get them on the machine and test them. Right, okay, that's them 3 caps done. It's all went in that sort of order. There's the new ones. I did forget to mention that important thing when you do caps is check the voltage. So this grey fella was 10 volts. That was 25, and that was 25. These are all 25 volt caps out of the same value in there. I haven't got anything to clean the flux off, so it's not as neat as I like. If you look around here, I might use some distilled vinegar. In fact, I've got some of that here. Let's see if that works, because that in that short video I was cleaning a window washer board that was really corroded for a friend, so I was using this distilled vinegar. Let's see if that cleans it off, because I do. Oh, it does. Well, that's good. It cleans it off. I do like to keep it nice and neat. So let's clean off this board. Well, that's better, but I will have to order some isopropanol, because that really cleans it off. Probably can't see that in shot. It is a bit better. I'll do a little bit more, so we can clean it a bit more. Yeah. No, back in shot again. It has cleaned it a bit. Not as good as isopropanol, but we'll make do with what we've got. Right, let's get these. Let's get some ginger beer. This is Dunderberg. Let's give this a try. I'm getting a bit thirsty. That's a nice pull, isn't it, on the top? Cheers, guys. That's quite nice. That Australian family owned. Oh, another thing, when I was doing this, these caps, I noticed, if you can see down here on this board, it looks like it was a fuller board or for a different radio. And I was wondering, because there's marks there for more components. If you guys know, I think they do this in different wave bands as well. Do they do short wave band? Or is this board used for something else? I just thought that was interesting that Roberts have just sort of, well, they've chipped it there, look. They've snapped it out. I'm saying this about Roberts, you know I'm a bit of a hacker fan, but working on this, they've got it all labelled up and everything, and it's got that hefty speaker. While we're talking about that, this was donated by a guy called Jerry, thank you very much. He did say in his letter, use for parts or restore, or use it for a workshop radio as it is, which I've realised I don't have any radio for in the workshop, so I am going to use this one in the workshop. And if you remember, it doesn't have a badge, it doesn't have an aerial, and it doesn't have a tuning knob. So what I'm going to do, and there's some trim missing off the speaker grill. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have in the next video, I'm going to have a go at. I'm saying that I've already got the replacement aerial 10 section one from China that came the other day. I was chatting to Jerry, and we've got another few bits to do, and I'm going to work on something for the badge, because I don't want to leave it just with them two blank holes in it. I haven't got a replacement badge, but there we go. I'm waffling. Oh, the legs off the old capacitors, I'm going to keep them. They come in handy for bridging on other circuit boards if you need to. I used to have a lot of them. I haven't got them anymore. But anyway, let us get these two little caps. We did that one. It was quite alright. This one is 47 UF. So let's see what the machine reads and see if it was worth changing. Now, I don't have oh gosh, look at that. so, according to this meter, that's a perfectly good cap that we've took out, but I suppose better to be safe than sorry. This one's 470 at 10 volts. So let's see what the machine thinks of that, which is a minus end, that one. I've replaced some with fairly cheap caps as well. Oh, that's reading 506.7. Oh, I nudged it then. So yeah, there, that one probably worth changing. So I'm glad we've done that. Which worries me because there's a lot of other sort of similar made guys in the set, but because I'm not doing an absolute full restore on this, I'm going to use the radio. I'm going to leave them in for now. See how long they'll last. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope to catch you in the next one where we'll be doing some cosmetic work on this radio. And as always, be good to each other. Catch you in the next one.